And a pleasant good evening to you and to yours, and welcome to Brevard Sports Network special presentation of FHSAA 2A District 8 Semifinal baseball. Good evening, everybody. Alan Slaughterzinski with you tonight, here with Caleb Brown, joining you live from Cocoa Beach, where tonight it is round one between the Tigers of Holy Trinity, Caleb, and the Minutemen of Cocoa Beach. And if this game is anything like the one that we did back on your special day here back on March 7th, we're in for a phenomenal baseball game tonight. And you had something interesting to say about Cocoa Beach coming over in the last two games we've done with them.
Yeah. So, as we go through the year, we talk about possible games of the year, regardless of sport. And I think regardless of sport, Cocoa Beach is featured in two Game of the Year candidates. One being against these Holy Trinity Tigers on my special day of March 7th. And in a game against O'Galley.
Yeah.
In that 17-16 final that we did.
Yep. Want to thank JT Social Bar in Cocoa Beach. As you know, the Florida High School Athletic Association, from the district championships or district tournaments on, I should say, there's a fee, and justifiably so. And JT Social Bar has stepped up to pay that fee for Cocoa Beach for this tournament. Should they advance tonight, well, it doesn't matter. We're going to show you the championship of this classification regardless. So who the winners of tonight, and then they'll take on the winners of either MCC or John Carroll on Thursday night, and you'll see that here as well. Listen, JT Social Bar, established back in 2019. JT's a great guy. They've got all kinds of great favorites. They're good social media presence. Check them out at JT Social Bar on Facebook, so want to thank JT a lot for doing this here tonight. Let me give you the starting lineup for Holy Trinity tonight. The Tigers come into this tonight. Look, they're under 500 on the year. They need to win the district championship to reach the state tournament. They know that. That's not anything they're not aware of. The opening lineup tonight, under the guidance and direction of Stephen Bronca, leading off and playing left field, Owen Thyler, batting second and playing second base, Lucas Mooney. Mooney was 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs the last time these two teams got together. Ethan Nunez will bat third. He'll play shortstop. He was 1 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Batting fourth will be Noah Thatcher. He'll be in right field. Thatcher was 2 for 4 with an RBI and a double the last time these teams got together. Cash Janke bats fifth and plays third base. Aiden Williams will be the DH tonight, and he'll bat sixth. Williams 1 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI back on March 7th. Playing first base will be Carter Davenport. He'll bat seventh. Batting eighth will be Gregson Hammond. He'll be pitching tonight. We'll tell you about him. And batting ninth and playing second base, R.J. Wright. Not in the lineup tonight. I don't see him anyway. Ian Klein. Klein was 2 for 3 with an RBI.
Nope. Klein is being hit for. By
He's
Williams.
playing second base, right?
No, Klein is
center field.
Klein is behind the dish.
Okay, he's catching. Okay.
Yes.
All right, there we go. Odd that he's not hitting. Leading off for Cocoa Beach, playing shortstop, is going to be Hayden Wilson. Let's see here. I want to make sure. Wilson was 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs in that game. Batting second, Garrett Harper. He's at first base. Harper was 2 for 3, 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs, a double and a triple in that game. Batting third, Caden Doherty. He's over at third base. Batting fourth is Gant Ramsey. Ramsey was 2 for 4 with 2 ribbies and a double. Ramsey is catching. Parker Kress is pitching. We'll give you his stats coming up. Will Sermon in right field. Jack Meckel, the DH tonight, batting seventh. Anthony Cerruti in left field. Braden Wyman is at second base tonight, and he'll bat ninth. Let's until we get to the national anthem, let me give you the statistics for Parker Cress.
We got JT Social Bar tuning in on YouTube.
Yeah, JT Social Bars probably got this thing all splattered over the televisions tonight.
I
And
love
again,
it.
we want to thank JT's. I hope those logos look all right. And for those of you watching from JT's, we always have to shoot from the angle. We can't shoot from behind the plate. But you'll get a good view right here. This is our view you'll be seeing here tonight. So as we get ready to deliver the national anthem here, and then we'll give you the stats for tonight's hurler, Parker Cress. All right, that's the national anthem here. So let's go ahead and tell you a little bit about Parker Cress tonight. And I'll tell you what, I don't know Parker's stats off the top of my head, but I can tell you this. The Cocoa Beach Minutemen, they hit the ball as well as anybody I've seen in this county for a couple of years now. I mean, we've seen them twice. And against O'Galley, put up 16 runs. And last time against Holy Trinity, put up 13. Cress, 2-1 with a 3.71 ERA. This is his 9th appearance of the season. He has tossed 17 innings. He's allowed 11 hits, 14 runs, 9 earned runs, 15 walks, and 24 strikeouts. Teams are batting 172 against Parker this season. As we get ready to go here, again, welcome everybody watching from JT Social Bar down in Cocoa Beach tonight. It'll be Thieler, Mooney, and Nunez. Thieler, when he steps in, he's batting .304 this year. 14 hits, 6 RBIs, and 3 doubles at one time tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm going to deliver a half inning like the Masters. I don't know which inning that's going to be yet, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to Jim Nance it. That's right. Oh, when Tyler steps in, she calls him Tyler. I'm saying Thieler, and it matters because it's, well, his name.
Yeah.
So here we go. First pitch. Getting ready to come. Cress, a southpaw. Tyler, a right-hander. First pitch offering is wasting no time on a slow grounder foul. That's going to be strike one. 0-1. No, we don't have any of those fancy graphics or anything like that. Just off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. You want to talk about young? This is young. They got 1 senior on this roster. That ball is skied in the air, called and hauled out there by the shortstop. Hayden Wilson. That's one out here in the top of the first inning, and that's a good start. Lucas Mooney steps in. Mooney, 235 hitter. Holy Trinity batting 230 as a team this year. First pitch offering, lefty on lefty, swung on and missed.
The wind today kind of blowing out towards center, left center. So,
and that's exactly where he hit it at, and that is hauled in by the center fielder out there. Nice job, good jump out there.
I got it.
That's 2 outs. I tell you what they're definitely doing. Definitely swinging early in counts. I like the aggressive approach.
The aggressive approach, I think, is going to serve Holy Trinity well.
This is Ethan Nunez. Now Nunez comes in as the team's leading hitter, batting a whopping .467 this year. He's got 21 hits, 13 RBIs, 8 doubles for Coach Branca. I asked him the question if he was related to Ralph Branca. He's not. 1-1. 2 outs here. Quick top of the half inning. Winner advances to play John Carroll or MCC. That game should be nearing its completion. First, nice bender. Yeah, that's about as late a strike call as you're ever going to hear, but it's a strike call. And the count is now 1-2. Kress to third base coach said the same thing I did. He threw the ball back to the pitcher and then called it a strike. Chopper over to short, up and over to first. He's safe. Beat it out. Nice job by Nunez. An infield hit.
That throw just a bit to the outside and kind of drew the first baseman off the base.
Let me see this. That way I can. Where's it at? Find the game. There it is.
Nobody's.
Noah Thatcher steps in. Thatcher 190. Runner at first. Nunez, a threat to steal. That is a pretty big lead with a lefty on the bump. Upstairs, ball 1. 2 outs, though. Under the search engine, type in Cocoa Beach and see if they're keeping score.
That's who I was just under.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, go to Holy Trinity then. You know they are. It'll say S. Branca. Count is 1-1. No, so nothing being updated yet here on Game Changer. Help us out. Of course not. Why not?
No.
Kress. I don't know where that missed, but it did. I think it only missed because he said it missed. 2-1. Still a pretty good lead. Kress again. That shoots to the backstop and down to second base easily goes Nunez. Actually, it nipped him, so you got runners at first and second now. So it catches a piece of him as Cash Janke steps in. Cash Janke this year, 227. Good time for a 7th RBI, a little 2-out rally here for Holy Trinity. pitch. Ball one.
JT said the logos look great.
Fantastic, JT. Appreciate it, buddy. Here's the pitch. Ball is fouled back and out of play. Now, if I could just remember to keep updating the balls and strikes, everybody sitting there at JT's would actually be up on the game. That's why I'm going to pass this over to you in a minute.
Yeah.
One and one is now 2-1. Runners at first and second. 2 outs, though, in the inning. The inning started strong for Cress. Three umpires because it's a district tournament. Pitch. Upstairs.
He called that a strike.
Okay, so as the pitcher received the ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. I don't understand why. I don't understand why that has to take that long to call a strike. I mean, I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying, call a strike.
I don't
3-2.
I don't disagree with Coach though, saying that one came straight across the chest.
Oh, it was high.
So
that's a helmet tapper and an overturn on ABS for sure.
100%.
Full count pitch on its way, and the bases are loaded now with 2 outs. And this is where things can get hairy for a top seed. As Aiden Williams steps in, so we've had a throw that pulled the first baseman off the bag, an HBP and a walk, which is a hit by pitch. And now all of a sudden bases are loaded. You got a hitter up. Aiden Williams batting .205. He's got 7 RBIs, so he can drive the ball in. Cress got to get it out here. No place to put him. The 0-1. You have to wait 30 seconds, and it is a ball. 1-0. That would drive me nuts as a hitter.
Yep.
Absolutely drive me nuts. That's a strike. 1-1.
Because as soon as you make the call, now I can choose what my approach is going to be. Now
if you make me think it's a ball and then 30 seconds later you call it a strike,
that's 2 different mindsets.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
1-2 and 2-1 are 2 completely different mindsets.
Yeah, 1-1. Oh, he gets that one down the line, and that might clear the bases. 1 run, 2 runs are home. Here comes the third. Around the throw, and just like that, Aiden Williams gets Holy Trinity on the board with a bases clearing triple, and it's 3-0 Tigers.
I mean, you want to talk about striking that ball perfectly, line drive, base of the wall. And I mean, and not only did it go to the base of the wall, it sat at the base of the wall. It didn't bounce off.
That's what happens. You know, they talk about playing clean baseball.
Yes.
First 2 outs, beautiful for Cocoa Beach. But then that happens. And it looks like we're in for another wild one here tonight. Now, let me tell you something. Holy Trinity went toe-to-toe. Now, if you look at the final score against Vieira, it's going to tell you, I think, 7-1. But that game was 1-1 in the 8th inning.
Ooh.
Upstairs. Ball 1. So 3-0. Holy Trinity, the big blow. A shot down the left field line by Aiden Williams. Cress. And then the other thing, too, here is the pitching, because there are pitch counts for age groups in high school baseball. So once you throw 38 pitches or more, or 35 pitches or more, you're required to have at least 38, 2 days of rest. That's a shot, and that's going to get through. And down and around is going to be Williams, and Holy Trinity. You want to talk about taking advantage there. Doherty just couldn't come up with that one. That was a shot, though. And It's 4-0. Not the start I thought was coming.
No. I mean, it was within five or six pitches. We had 2 outs.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we were talking about young. This team was very young to start the year, right? I mean, they still are young, but you grow up together.
Yes.
They've got 6 players on this team that are 8th graders and 9th graders.
Whew.
That's huge. Not to mention, like I said, they have 1 senior and two juniors. That's going to get in the gap, and they are hitting Parker Cress. They're going to hold him at third, and the pitcher helping his calls. Now runners at the corner with 2 outs. And here comes Brian Johnson. But we're getting back to pitch counts real quick. And so you try to save your best arms for the championship. Not that Parker Cress isn't, a good pitcher, but if you're Brian Johnson, those arms are going to be the Garrett Harpers of the world for Thursday. And Cress's day looks like it's done, and it is done. So we're going to step aside. We'll be right back here on Brevard Sports Network. So Anthony Cerruti will step in. He'll inherit 2 base runners. Cerruti, no record this year. He's making his 8th appearance. He's got a 3.94 ERA for the Minutemen this year. And his term in innings pitched, in 5.1 innings pitched, he's allowed 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. 5 walks and 6 strikeouts. The teams are batting against Anthony 348. So, Coach Johnson trying to stay off of, and here we go, trying to stay off of having to put his Friday night starters out there, if you will. Parker Cress. Parker Cress went 2/3 of an inning. He allowed 3 hits, gave up 4 runs. None of them earned, by the way. 1 walk, no strikeouts. Cress threw 28 pitches, 15 of them were strikes.
Yep, we're good. I also, if you ever need a reference.
Well, go ahead. Read it out.
So an age limit, age of 15 to 16.
Yeah, that's sophomore, junior.
All right, so 13, 14
That's freshman.
is daily max pitches in a game is 95.
What is it for a senior?
For
106?
105.
105, okay. And that's a swing and a miss, and they're going to take a shot. They got him. What a throw. And that's the way to get out of it there. Nice shot down to second base by the catcher, Gant Ramsey, and that ends the inning. But not before. Holy Trinity. There must be something with hitting here, because in the last 8 innings, The Tigers have now put up what they put up 12 last time, 16 runs in the last 8 innings. The good news is for Cocoa Beach is only 4 of them count for this one. It's 4-0 going into the bottom of the first. Back in a minute.
One.
All right, welcome back here to Cocoa Beach, where Holy Trinity has absolutely jumped all over the Minutemen and lead this thing 4-0. Let's take you around the Cocoa Beach or Holy Trinity infield and outfield. Owen Thieler is in left, and right is Noah Thatcher. Center fielder is the one, of course, being DH for. At third base tonight is Cash Janke. At shortstop, Ethan Nunez. At second base, Lucas Mooney. Over at first base, Carter Davenport. On the mound, Gregson Hammond. We'll tell you about him here. And there's a chopper, slow roller to the shortstop, up and over to first, and that's one out. So Thyler's in left, Mooney, Thatcher's in center, and Janke is in right. And behind the plate tonight, it's the catcher being DH for.
Yes.
All right, okay, that's what I thought. All right. Is Klein. Klein is behind the plate tonight. So Wilson grounds out 6-3. And this will bring up Garrett Harper. You want to talk about Garrett Harper with a pop-up left field. That's going to be out of our camera view. And he is unable to get to it. Out of play. As Harper, that one just kept drifting and drifting and drifting and drifting. And that's a good thing for Garrett, because otherwise that's a first pitch out. And right now, Cocoa Beach, they need to get back in this thing. This would be an upset similar to the one we saw a couple of years. A shot, and that'll get up the middle for a Garrett Harper hit. Harper, by the way, all he was batting coming in was .467. That is going to be his 23rd or 36th hit of the year. So Cocoa Beach has a runner on. Caden Doherty steps in. Doherty, .403 this year. 25 hits, 22 RBIs. That or second on the Minutemen behind Janke, the on-deck batter. Hammond pitching. Pitch in the dirt, bounces down to second base. Will go Harper. Hammond this year, and look, it's the complete opposite approach for Holy Trinity. At 7-9, you throw your best arm right out of the gate,
Right.
And that's Hammond. He's 2-0 with a 2.42 ERA, 34.2 innings pitched this year. This is his 10th appearance. He's allowed 27 runs, 12 of them earned. He has walked 20 and struck out 29. Teams are batting .238 against him. So he's the ace. So that's what Cocoa Beach is facing. Tyler, Thatcher, Janke from left to right. Mooney, Nunez right. Davenport from third to first. Hammond on the mound. Klein behind the plate. Now we got it.
Got a 3-1 count here.
3 balls and 1 strike, 4-0. Runner at second. Here's the pitch, Hammond, and that shot is drilled past the first baseman and around third to score. No, he's going to stop.
Yep.
Great job there by Coach Brian Johnson. So now here we go, Caleb. That'll bring up Gant Ramsey.
And you know what Johnson says, now hold on, I'm not going to run myself out of a situation.
Listen,
we can swing the bats too.
Yeah, listen, both of these coaches, professional baseball experience. Of course, Coach Brian Johnson owns a 2004 Boston Red Sox World Series ring. He was a stud here at Cocoa Beach, a stud at Florida, stud for Team USA. Coach Johnson is, if you know baseball or a baseball fan in Brevard County, Brian Johnson's on your list. You know it.
Yep.
You know the name. Foul back. Gant Ramsey this year. As soon as I can find him. Oh, there he is. 357, 20 RBIs. First and third, just one out here, so Cocoa Beach trying to claw their way back here. The curveball is a chopper, and tough play. Across the diamond, won't make it. Oh, my goodness gracious. You have got to be kidding me. That is incredible.
All right, so
That
right now
that's a bad call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's safe. You could see it from here.
Yeah.
He was safe. We can't have this.
And
we can't. Listen, I'm not going on this tangent. This is it. I'm done. I'm going to end it after this. But we can't have this in a district game.
And they just they had a conference, and first base umpire asserted dominance, I'll say.
Well, okay. So there you go. So that's 2 outs as Parker Crest steps in. Pitch. And there's a nubbler, whatever you want to call it. And no damage. 1 run scored, but it wasn't 4 as Hammond holds them. And we head to the top of the second, 4-1 Holy Trinity. Welcome back to Cocoa Beach here, and we got a good one brewing. 4-1 as we go to the top of inning number 2. R.J. Wright will step back up again. He was at the dish when Hammond was thrown out at second base. So he'll start it all over with a fresh count. Hammond this year in the box, 286 hitter. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Hammond. This is R.J. Wright, which is what I originally said. But it's good to know Hammond's batting average, too, since he was thrown out at second base. But R.J. Wright, batting 152 out of the 9-hole for Coach Pranka. Swing and a miss, and the count is quickly.
I have 1-1.
Yeah, it's 1-1. That's what I thought it was. The 1-1 from Cerruti in the dirt, 2 balls and a strike. Once again, we cannot thank enough our sponsor for tonight, JT Social Bar down in Cocoa Beach at a swing and a miss. They've got some great specialties. I'm going to read this menu off here in a minute. Pitch is foul back and out of play.
I was looking at that menu, and I'm like, delicious, 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 delicious.
Well, Caleb, look at us. There is not much that gets by us. It's not delicious. 2-strike pitch on its way in the dirt, and that should make it full.
Si, senor.
All right. 3-2. That ball is skied in the air to left field. Calling, and hauling is the left fielder for out number 1. That is Parker Kress, who has moved from the bump to left field. So 1 out here. You got to keep Kress's bat in the lineup. And we go back to the top of the order, where much damage was done earlier. This is Owen Thielen, who swings and misses. Owen popped out to the shortstop his last time up. In fact, as Caleb and I alluded to, we had two hitters, or 2 of the first 3 hitters were out.
Yep.
And it looked like Cocoa Beach was going to cruise to the end of the inning.
And then that 2-out rally.
Oh, it certainly was that.
The 0-2 pitch
is strike 3 on the punch out. The backwards K. And that's 2 outs. Steeler is struck out. Do a little window shopping. There he is. You know, at JT's, you can play free pool every Monday and Tuesday night. So you playing some free pool over there tonight? That ball is fouled back and out of play.
Everyone's got to be loud tonight because there's Little League baseball practices going on the other fields.
The good news tonight is, of course, you know, the happy hour at JT's and open to close. So
all right.
We would never, you know.
Of course.
You know what to do with that, folks.
2-0 is the count.
2-0 is the count, says Caleb.
The adult Pepsis be flowing.
Yeah, that's it. And that ball is rocked in the right, but foul. Lucas Mooney, he flied out to the center fielder his last time up. It's Noble, Kress, and Sermon from left to right. Doherty, Wilson, Wyman, and Harper from third to first. Cerruti on the mound, and Gant Ramsey behind the plate. And the count is 3 balls and 1 strike to Lucas Mooney. Where's our boy at Colton? And that'll be ball 4. So here we go. 2 outs. This is Ethan Nunez, and Nunez is the guy that got it all started last inning with a hard single. Top of the second, 4-1, Holy Trinity throwing everything and the kitchen sink at the Minutemen tonight. As the Tigers look to stun the Minutemen, the way the Minutemen did a couple of years ago against Tom Dooley and MCC in the districts. And at Cocoa Beach went into a district tournament with 5 wins and no shot to make the regional playoffs. They needed to win the district championship, upset Cocoa Beach or upset MCC, and did it. Throws behind the runner to try to get a quick out, but back in time. And it really is one of the more remarkable upsets of the past couple of years. And from that moment on, it just feels like this Cocoa Beach baseball program has continued to elevate. Popped up, and that is skied in the air. Wilson calling, and yeah, that's going to hurt as he collides with Noble. Noble called it at the last minute, but Wilson had the beat on it. In all actuality, what has to happen there is, believe it or not, the left fielder called the ball. The shortstop's got to get out of the way because you always want the guy coming in to catch the ball instead of the guy coming back to catch the ball. But it's caught.
And the inning ends.
And the inning ends. Bottom of the second. Everybody seems to be no worse from where. 4-1, Tigers on top.
All right. That one's going to be Chopper. That'll be quick out. 1 pitch, 1 out. That was Will Sulman, number 22, now up to bat. That's Jack Meckel. Meckel. Pitch, ball 1. Fires. Oh. Checks the swing. Trying to check in. 2 balls, no strikes. Or 2 balls, 1 strike.
Coach Kelsey. Always good to see Coach Kelsey. And, of course, Coach Kelsey, the man that did your.
Yes. The charity baseball game.
Baseball event.
I cannot thank him and everyone involved with that
Yeah.
enough.
There's a strike and a punch out. As Will Sermon gets caught. Is that Sermon?
No, that was Jack.
No, that was Will Sermon.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Sermon doing a little window shopping there. He asked Hammond, or Hammond asked him, "Can I help you?" And as our good friend Trevor always says, "Nope, I'm just looking." For the backwards. K. Meckel steps in now, and Meckel, 333 this year. That ball trickles away from the catcher. Catchers have gotten lazy. I don't care what level you're talking about. Like, if you watch a major league game now, I mean, they'll just put their hand up and get a new ball if the ball goes in the dirt.
Yep.
They don't even throw it back to the pitcher anymore. If the ball's in the dirt, it's a new ball. It's crazy. And of course, you don't chase a pass. You don't chase a ball that got away with you with nobody on base. Why would you do that? There's a chopper. Got to come across with it. What a scoop. How about the scoop by Davenport over at first? Good play by Nunez. And 2 outs as Anthony Cerruti steps in. Cerruti this year, 298, 17 hits, 6 RBIs. You right?
Yeah, I'm checking both feeds.
Okay. We're good, though, right?
Oh, yes, we are. Fantastic.
All right. Curveball, strike one. Now, here's the problem that whole Trinity runs into. They win this game tonight. Who do you throw Thursday?
Whew.
Cerruti popped up and out of play. And the count will stay 0-2.
It's one of those times where I'm like, you know what? I thank the Lord above. I'm not that manager.
Right. Well, you know, as I wrote in the preview, if you're a team like Holy Trinity and you've got to win the district championship to get in, you don't care about Thursday.
Yeah.
You're not even looking at Thursday, right? So you just, because you got to win this game. There's a soft liner foul. Now, if you're Cocoa Beach, you got to strategize a little bit because Cocoa Beach is a 5 seed in 2A Region 2. They're going to reach the state tournament regardless of what happens here.
Yep.
MCC's another team in this district tournament is going to have to be careful. There's a chopper to Coach Johnson, and he'll throw it right back to the pitcher. MCC's an 8 seed, you know?
Yeah.
So they have to at least advance to the championship game to hang on to that.
Never felt more protected than when Coach Johnson there in the third base box.
That's a great pitch to end the inning on the swinging K. That's 3 up and 3 down, Caleb. We're going to the top of the third. We're due up is Thatcher, Jenke, and Williams.
What?
All right. As we come back to top of the third inning, Thatcher, Jenke, and Williams. Thatcher reached with a walk his last time up. Jenke walked. And then Aiden Williams brought everybody home with a double. Bases clearing double. Coach Branca.
I'll say this is a beautiful night for baseball.
Oh, yeah. Cerruti so far an inning and a third of work. 21 pitches. That's 22. And that'll be his 12th strike, 0-1 to Thatcher.
Thatcher was looking for contact and putting that one over the fence.
Ball is popped up, and there's a lot of territory here. But that one gets over the fence for strike 2. And now Cerruti with the heart of the lineup, Thatcher, in an 0-2 hole. Yep. You got to put the bat on that one. Strike 3. So that's one out. The old backwards K for Cerruti. And that was emphatic right out of the gate by the home plate umpire, so you know that pitch must have been good. Usually there's a 30-second delay from him. Janke steps in. He walked his last time up. First pitch to Janke, swung on and missed. 0-1. That's 4 straight strikes from Cerruti, who came on in relief of Parker Kress, who's now in center field. Pitch, chest high, but 25 seconds later, ruled a strike.
That first swing, I think Janke was trying to do his best Masters interpretation.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Swing and a miss. And
wow.
That's 7 pitches, or 6 pitches, and 6 strikes. Or 6 pitches, 6 strikes, and 2 outs. I'm just going to shut up because it's been a while since I've seen one. As Aiden Williams steps in. Almost saw one in softball last week. Won't get it here. That's a ball. Looking for the immaculate inning, where it's 9 pitches, 9 strikes, and 3 outs. They're rare. That ball is lifted into left field. It is drifting back, and hauled in out there by Noble for the 3rd and final out. So they go 3 up and 3 down, and in short order, on to the bottom of the 3rd, 4-1, Holy Trinity. All right, on to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and this is where you feel like, you don't want to say it, but I'm gonna. They're gonna have to start hitting the ball here a little bit. Braden Wyman steps in, and Wyman for the Minutemen, 306 hitter. It's good to have a 306 hitter out of the 9 hole. Pitch. There is, even he can't delay that one. I can tell you that's a strike. Strike 1, 0-1. There's a ground ball that gets, he didn't touch it. That should be an error because unquestionably Mooney should have come up with that. But we'll give him a hit as Wyman leads off the 3rd with a hit. And that'll bring up Hayden Wilson, who grounded out his last time up to the shortstop, Nunez. Now the cat and mouse game begins as Wyman takes a lead from first. Here's the pitch, and he is off and running, a little bit of hit and run there, and that's going to drop in. Wyman's going to have to hold because the ball was not hit very hard. So station to station they go as Wilson first pitch swinging, and Garrett Harper steps in now as the tying run. Harper, a left-handed bat, and this season Garrett Harper, he has done it all. Came in batting .467. And he's got 35 hits, 15 RBIs, 9 doubles, 3 triples. And he'll look at ball one, 1-0. Hammond with Klein behind the plate. Dealer, Thatcher, and Janke from left to right. Hammond comes to a set, kicks and fires. That ball is blistered into right field and holding again, station to station. That one was hit too hard. And so we have got bases loaded for Caden Doherty, the junior, up. And this is the guy you want up. He is second on the team in RBIs with 22. And Doc can hit the ball. And, oh, by the way, he's got my vote for best mustache in Brevard County this year. Everywhere you look is a Minuteman. Harper at first, Wilson at second, and Wyman at third. Caden Doherty at the plate. First sign of trouble for the ace for the Tigers, Hammond. And the 1-0. That ball is lofted down the right field line, but foul and beyond any opportunity Janke would have for it. And the count is now a ball and a strike. Big boy is Caden Doherty.
Yeah, and we've seen him hit some
bombs.
Yeah, even going back to Little League.
Pitch, and that's shot through for a base hit. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. 1 run is home. Harper around third, and he's going to score. And Cocoa Beach owns a bases clearing double of their own, courtesy of Caden Doherty. And we're all tied up at 4.
Again, looks like we're poised for one of them crazy games.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Imagine being at JT's right now. You're sitting there maybe playing some free pool and watching a heck of a high school baseball game.
You hear this idiot yelling so loud that the noise cancellation cuts off at the final word he says. Yeah, no, I can imagine.
I was just going to keep it at the two positive things.
No, I hear you. Look, I'm a pretty good self-evaluator. 0-1 to the hitter, Gant Ramsey, who grounded out last time to Nunez. Doherty stroked that one all the way to the gap. And that cleared the bases. There was no conservatism from Coach Johnson that time. He was going station to station like he's done it before. As he snags that one, he'll feel that one, though.
Oh yeah.
Former professional player, not that one stings. I promise you. Here's the pitch. And he got a piece. And a good job, great job by the third base umpire to immediately come in and recognize that ball foul and take control. Great job by him.
Yes.
So now the count remains 0-2 to Gant Ramsey. Doherty at second. We're all tied at 4. Pitch. Oh, he went. Yeah, he's out. That's a strikeout. And that'll bring up Parker Kress, who's now in center field.
It's kind of hard to argue you didn't go when you yourself wind up with your butt on the turf.
I saw a play the other day where a major leaguer swung, and the ball hit him. But because he swung,
Wow.
Yeah, he was a strikeout. It was in the Oriole game I was watching. Pitch in the dirt, nice scoop, great stop back there by Klein. One and 0 to Parker. That one is hit to the first baseman, and that's good. That's what you call good contact.
Yep.
He goes the other way with it. Davenport fields it nicely. It advances the runner because you hit behind him. So now Doherty standing at third is the go-ahead. There is 2 outs, but still a good piece of hitting by Parker Kress. Will Sermon will step in. Sermon struck out looking his last time up. That's a check swing strike. 0-1. Zibozinski does that a lot. 1-1. Zibozinski does that a lot. I'll tell everybody who Zibozinski is in a minute. There's a hard ground ball. Skips past the glove. And into second base with a double is Sermon. And trotting home with the go-ahead run is Doherty. And the Minutemen lead it 5-4. That's a base hit. I mean, should he have backhanded it? I don't know, probably. But that ball was scorched.
It was.
Well, I'm curious to see how they're scoring this. Yeah, we got an error apiece on the board. I know where the Cocoa Beach error is. The Holy Trinity error is going to be on that last play. I don't know what they're going to score that. That's going to be a strike. So far, 4 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Tigers. 5 runs, 6 hits, and an error for Cocoa Beach. Cocoa Beach's error led to 4 runs. Holy Trinity. And that ball is lifted into center field. That looks like it's going to get in the gap, and it is. And around third and on his way to score is Sermon. And that's the longest single you'll ever see in high school baseball. But it does the job off the bat of Jack Meckel. And it is now 6-4 as the Minutemen have come all the way back with 5 in the third to take the lead as Anthony Cerruti, who stands to be the benefactor of all of this, on the bump.
You called it. You said this inning. You didn't want to say it, but Cocoa Beach,
they had to start swinging the bats.
And, well, they have.
They certainly have. Cerruti's first pitch is a hard ground ball to the third baseman, and he's up, and nice play. That is Mooney to Davenport, but Cocoa Beach will send 9 batters to the plate. They'll score 5 times on 6 hits. And they now lead at 6-4. Back. 5 hits. Back with the top of the 4th here on Brevard Sports Network. All right, we're going to see what the Tigers have to answer this inning. As Cerruti sat them down in order last time, it'll be Davenport, Hammond, and R.J. Wright coming up. Good inning for Cocoa Beach, and the bench is a lot looser. Carter Davenport steps in. Davenport scored. He doubled his last time up and scored. He's got 1-for-1 with an RBI. Pitch upstairs, ball one, 1-0. Again, just cannot thank JT Social Bar enough, because the JTs you'll be able to see. We're obviously watching this one, and you'll be able to see Thursday's game as well, the championship game, as one of these two teams will take on the winner of Melbourne Central Catholic and John Carroll. John Carroll, the defending champ in this district. Cerruti rocks, kicks, and fires right at the knees. Beautiful pitch. 2-2. Upstairs, and the count is filled at 3-2. Filled full. You get it. The 3-2 on its way. Swing and a miss. And that is out, number one.
It'll be John Carroll.
John Carroll won.
5-0 over MCC.
All right, the good news is John Carroll's coming here. So MCC in trouble in the regional rankings. They are the 8th seed. They're going to have to hold their breath on Selection Monday next week. The FHSAA releases their playoff rankings next Monday, and we'll be live for that. There's a shot. But right underneath of it is Kress for out number 2 as Parker Kress hauls it in. And then R.J. Wright will step in. Since the walk to Lucas Mooney back in the bottom of inning number 2, Anthony Cerruti has now sat down 6 Tigers in a row, including 3 via the strikeout. He's got 4 Ks altogether. Wright looks at ball 1, and it's now 2-0.
You know,
yeah, they play early at MCC. They play those 4 o'clock games.
We were talking about MCC being upset by a 5-win Cocoa Beach team a couple years ago. John Carroll was just 7-11. This year, MCC was sitting at 13-8.
Yeah, and listen, they got one of the most legendary baseball minds you're ever going to meet.
Yes.
At any level. And Tom Dooley, and Coach Dooley told me this year this was one of those years where this was a building year for them, and this was, this was going to be the year where they got everything that they could get, and that's a 2-out walk. I jinxed him. That's my fault. Back to the top of the lineup, and Owen Thyler, he is 0 for 2. He popped out to the shortstop and struck out looking his last time up. 6-4 here, so strategy still very much in play. Coach Branca, as good as they come. Coach Branca with a great baseball history as well. Some broadcasting history, too, for Coach. There's a strike. I think he did some broadcasting at UCF. Huh. 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
Speaking of broadcasting, one of our very own got some broadcast experience up at the Orange and Blue game.
Saw that.
On Saturday.
Unfortunately, they wouldn't let the rest of the world hear it.
I know.
Jackson Robb was in the radio booth for the Orange and Blue game. Outside, and Cerruti all of a sudden has lost the zone. The 3-1 is ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks. And here comes pitching coach, manager Brian Johnson out to talk to Cerruti because this is where it got away back in the first inning, right?
Yep.
And now you're at the top of the lineup, and Lucas Mooney is 0 for 1. He's flied out and walked. All right, here we go. Pitch is another ball. So apparently Colton's here, but there's a sign that says players are only 6-4 low. And it's 2-0. So I don't hear any activity in the Cocoa Beach bullpen. Pitch. And that had to be below the knees. I mean, it looked at the knees here, but below. And it's 3-0. And and that's ball 4. Yeah, man. All you got to do is just tell them. Just tell them. So this is the basic setup, man. This is how it works. The internet. Well, I'll talk to you between innings here because we got bases loaded. Stepping in now is Ethan Nunez. He did all. If Nunez can do what he did in the first inning, he hit him. And that's an HBP. And all of a sudden, the wheels have completely come off the apple cart here for Cerruti, as he has walked 3 straight hitters and hit a 4th. And that's going to do it for Cerruti. We'll tell you who the next Cocoa Beach pitcher is as the Tigers pulled it within 1 with 2 outs and bases loaded.
Unmuted.
Welcome back to Cocoa Beach. Sitting here talking to one of our newest members of Brevard Sports Network, and you know his work. Cape Coast, I always forget.
Spotlight.
Cape Coast Spotlight. My man Colton. in the house tonight as Caden Doherty takes the bump for the stash, as I've been calling him. I like the kid's mustache this year. Doherty, 5-0 with a 1.99 ERA. And you better believe he's one of the arms Coach wanted to use Thursday. Swing and a miss, and that's why Doherty is sit with a 1.99 ERA. In 31 and 2/3 innings pitched this year, Doherty's allowed 19 hits, 10 runs, 9 of them earned, 22 walks, and 48 strikeouts. And it's that curveball right there mixed with his fastball that allows Doherty to have more than a strikeout per inning this year. Right now, he's 1-1 to Noah Thatcher. Bases loaded, and that's going to be strike two. Thatcher turns around, and I believe would have tapped his helmet if he could have, because that was inside. So now it's 1-2 strikes. Doherty comes to a set, bases loaded. Can he get out of it? Pitch. Yes, indeed he will. Caden Doherty comes in and strikes out Noah Thatcher. That'll leave the bases loaded for Holy Trinity, but they do get one and trail 6-5 heading into the bottom of the fourth. All right, here we go. So let's see what Cocoa Beach does is they go back to the 9-hole hitter and Braden Wyman. Wyman led off the last inning as Cocoa Beach sent 9 batters to the plate and scored 5 times to take the 6-5 lead. Every time Coach Johnson talks to an umpire, he's got this look on his face like, not quite sure why I had that conversation. But I understand. I do. This guy right here, this third base umpire, he seems to get it all. He's a good umpire. So here we go. First pitch offering, and it is lined straight up the middle for a base hit. And Cocoa Beach has found their groove. What can you say? The Minutemen got their groove on. So you watched the Masters, right, Caleb?
Yes.
Of course you did. You watched it with me.
Yeah. For the first time, I actually kind of kept track of things from Friday to Sunday.
Right. No, you did so more than I did, and that'll be a ball. You did so more than I did. I really only watched the final day with Rory McIlroy. But the thing that I love about the Masters more than anything is the broadcasting. Jim Nantz,
Yes.
you know. And that ball is lifted into center field, but Thatcher's got a bead. Calls and hauls for out number 1. Jim Nance just has a way. See, I could never do the Masters because I'm, first of all, obnoxiously loud, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. I mean, I just couldn't do it on this beautiful day here at Cocoa Beach. Stepping in, top of the order, it's Garrett Harper. Harper skies that one up. Nunez chases left. Well, that's what happens when you have some miscommunication, but they will still be able to get the lead runner. Wyman at second. That one fell into the dirty grass over there. Caleb?
Well, and look, there's a rule in baseball, Alan. When a pop fly happens like that, you still go 50-50.
Right.
And I think it was assumed that the catch was going to be made. And so the 50-50, that's one of those if you don't follow the rule.
Absolutely. You'd be better know the rule. As now we get ready here is Caden Doherty steps in. Doherty looking at about 60 feet, 6 inches away here at the pitcher.
Trying to now help his own cause as he is now the pitcher for Cocoa Beach.
That is exactly right. In the dirt. Here's the pitch. And that one is absolutely rocked, but with a good beat on it was Janke. Janke will haul it in, Caleb, for the final out of the inning. Well, that'll do it. The Minutemen will strand a runner this half inning. And but we go to the top of the fifth where the Tigers, they're going to have to come down this back nine, if you will, or back seven, and look for those bats. Back in a minute on Brevard Sports Network. All right, welcome back. No, I'm done with the Masters thing. Okay, so Caden Doherty comes in for the top of the fifth, and we are definitely in the back half of this one as we approach Cash Janke, Aiden Williams, and Carter Davenport due up here. "6-5" is our score. 6 runs for Holy Trinity. That ain't right. Why would it even say that? What's that say?
It says 3 hits.
6 runs on 3 hits, 1 error for Holy Trinity. Yeah, I guess that is right. Cocoa Beach, 5 runs and 3 hits and 1 error for Holy Trinity. 6, 8, and 1 for Cocoa Beach. Stepping in now is Cash Janke. Janke 0 for 1 officially. Struck out his last at-bat. And it'll be Caden Doherty the rest of the way. And there's a ground ball foul. Doherty just transferred, played at Vieira last year and transferred to Cocoa Beach this year. And he was a good ball player as a sophomore.
Yes.
And he's a junior, and he's definitely going to be a candidate for Player of the Year next year. next year. I heard a ball, so I was looking to see who was warming up. Looks like that is Jack Meckel back there getting loose. So Meckel's getting loose. 0-2. The 0-2 is ball one. Whew. Man, that looked good.
Yes, it did. That was a great miss.
Yeah, put that one on the wall. He framed that one perfectly. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And in the dirt. Once again, I want to thank JT's Social Bar for sponsoring the 2A8 District Tournament. I want to thank the Florida High School Athletic Association. The 2-2 on its way. Curveball is inside. 3-2. So after an 0-2 start, Doherty has fallen behind here. 3-2. The 3-2 on its way. Doherty to Janke. And yes, indeed. Can I help you? No, sir. I'm just looking. And that is out number 1.
And you were talking about Doherty. That's the beauty to his pitching is that curveball is equal to the fastball he has.
What is that thing eating? That ball is – where is that ball?
Foul.
Okay. This bird over here, and, I mean, it is slick. Can you show this thing?
Yeah, hold on.
I got it. Well, no, and knife flies away. Camera shot. I don't know what he was doing. Pretty. All black.
Just a typical.
Looks like he flew through an oil slick. 0-1 to the hitter, which is Aiden Williams. Williams with a big double back in the first. It scored 3.
He's finding all sorts of.
He's got all kinds of goodies on the ground here. Hold on for a second here.
Yep.
The 1-1 on its way to Williams, and he's just going to walk right behind Coach Branca. There's the 1-2. Look at this thing.
There he is.
There he is. Look, he's just poking around, having some fun. Dan will be taking pictures of him in a minute. Pitch that's a strike. Yes, indeed. That's a punch out. And that is the second of the inning, third for Doherty. Carter Davenport steps in. Davenport struck out his last time up.
One of my favorite bird moments, it was a football moment.
Oh, boy.
A pigeon lined up with the Raiders on kickoff return.
Oh, yeah.
And he lined up literally perfect in formation. The ball's kicked. The pigeon goes down with the kickoff coverage team.
The announcer was broadcasting it.
Yes.
That's a strike. 0-1. And Doherty is flying along, much like our feathered friend just did.
It was just cool because he went and then he jumped outside to make sure he had contain and everything. It was the greatest.
Probably made the tackle if he was with the Raiders. 0-1. That's 0-2 or not.
Oh, okay.
No, that's on me. I mean, that was in the same place the last one was. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs here. Doherty. That's inside. 2-1. Noble, Kress, and Sermon from left to right. It's Cerruti, who's slid over to third. Wilson, Wyman, and Harper from third to first. Gant Ramsey behind the plate. Caden Doherty buckles the knees of Aiden Williams, and now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. That's 3 deuces on the board. The turn card pitch will have to wait as Doherty steps off and Williams steps out. Deuce is wild. Here we go. Curveball is hit to the shortstop. Wilson up and won't get him. Oh, he made the right call ultimately, but he started to pull the out call there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
And the
That was the same thing that happened at Cocoa Beach.
Yeah.
That's the right call. Let me just say this.
Yes.
That's the right call. In a district tournament game, I don't like the indecisiveness. 6'5", that's just me. And I'm not picking on the guy. You just don't see that. So a runner at first with 2 outs now, and this is where Holy Trinity has done all of their damage tonight. Caleb has come with 2 outs, all of it. All 4 runs scored back in the first with 2 outs. Their 5th run scored with 2 outs, and now they got a runner on. And I take a lot of heat for it, too, because we have a tremendous relationship with the MCOA. These umpires I don't believe are from the MCOA. This is a district tournament. I don't recognize any of them. And we're going to get time called. Grayson Hammond steps in, but I know the MCOA certainly wants to get younger.
Yes.
Pitch, and that's a strike, and it's 0-2. But I have a terrific relationship with Steve Muzzy. We did a game a couple of weeks ago in which there were 388 pitches thrown. That can't happen.
No.
Curveball is strike 3. Looking. Down goes Hammond. Down goes Hammond. And down goes the top of the 5th inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 6-5. Cocoa Beach on top. All right, it's the equivalent of the 7th inning stretch in Major League Baseball as we head to the bottom of the 5th, for high school baseball that is. Bottom of the 5th inning. In between there is the stretch inning as Sweet Caroline plays. Caleb, who's watching tonight?
Well, we have some commenters from a lot of great people. Mike Powell says go Beach, as well as thanks Thomas Kerrigan for the sponsorship and able to watch it.
Yeah.
Owner of JT's, and Manny Shepard says, thank you for coverage of tonight's game.
Absolutely. We'll be back with the championship game on Thursday night as well. And if you're interested in sponsoring any of the regional games, because the FHSAA does charge from district tournament on for all sports, the prices vary per sport. Football, for example, $500 a game.
Yeah.
So it is not cheap. Baseball's not that much, but luckily the district tournament is a one-price get-all, but it's not that way once you get to the regional. So if you're interested, and then the other thing, too, is if you're interested in promoting your business on Brevard Sports Network, a lot of people may think advertising is expensive these days. All I can tell you is I know we're not.
We are not. Especially for all the coverage that you get and all the different types of eyes you get on your business.
And the different sports.
Yes.
Send me a text, an email, something. We'd love to. And I think your jaw would drop if you saw a 6-month price.
Correct.
6-5 here.
Listen, I can confidently say this. You get more eyes and ears than you would radio, and I promise you also pay significantly less.
Yeah, and the bottom line is, first of all, you don't have, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandfather, nephews, cousins. They all don't listen to the same radio station.
Correct.
But they're all watching Junior play.
That's right.
So the demographics are everywhere. Gant Ramsey steps in. Gant tonight 0 for 2. He's got an RBI, though, and a strikeout. Hammond's pitch is fouled back and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
A very good friend of ours, Cheryl, says Merritt Island is up 10-1 over Rockledge in the bottom of the 4th.
Merritt Island, my goodness gracious. That's a team to keep an eye on. And there's a hard ground ball, and that's an E on Johnson.
Do not insult the man who's kept me safe all night. Coach, that was strictly from Alan. I appreciate your great service.
Caleb absolutely rolling me under the bus is Gant Ramsey.
Hold on. He'd already yelled at you before I said that.
Yeah, that's true. And that ball was skied out of play. Nah, I'm giving him a hard time. He couldn't have got to that one. That was tough. That was a tough play. They got a softball game going on over two?
I think Little League, yeah.
That ball is rocketed to Nunez up and over to first. And that's a good play by Nunez. And that is out number one. And that'll bring up Parker Kress. Kress tonight. 0 for 2 officially. He grounded out to the first baseman and the pitcher. So Parker looking to put some good contact on the ball here as Cocoa Beach is up 6-5 here. One out in the bottom of the fifth. Yeah, we're way good on that battery.
Oh, yeah. No, you were talking about Merritt Island. One of the interesting matchups I think we will be able to see in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Is I think we have another rematch of Merritt Island and Key West coming up. I think that
and maybe Satellite in the first round.
Yes.
And then we got to deal with that Mayor again down there. Remember him?
Yeah, I remember him.
Curveball for a strike, 2-1.
But I will say this.
It was fun.
It's fun, and it's cool to see someone outside promoting the kids like he does.
Yeah, he does a good job. He's a good dude.
Yes.
Little mouthy. Chopper, this is a tough play. Baltimore hop, throws over, and had he snagged it, he would have got him. We'll give him an infield hit. That was definitely a Baltimore chop. So that's just a tough play. That's the kind where if you're a fielder, you're standing there and you're like, please come down. Come down, come down, come down. So we'll give Parker his first hit of the night as Will Sermon steps in. Sermon this evening with a strikeout, a run scored, 0 for 2 officially. Hammond backs off. One out here, bottom of the fifth, 6-5. Cocoa Beach. The winner of this game will play John Carroll Thursday, 6 o'clock, and you'll see it right here. And down to second base, he's out. Great call, great throw. What a throw from Klein. And that was Klein to Nunez, and that is out number 2. A CS caught stealing, 1-6. Great call. Here's the pitch. This is 1-0 to Sermon. Perfect position he was for it. In the dirt, 2-0. Second, that is the second runner tonight, I believe, Klein has thrown out. Or was it the Cocoa Beach that threw a runner out? That was second Cocoa Beach runner thrown out tonight by Klein. Good throw. 7:33. Oh, God. Swing and a miss.
Deuces are wild.
Hey, look, Dan's always taking pictures. After the inning, you got to show Dan on camera. Right? And there you go. Get Dan as the walk is issued. There's Dan. Well, here, let me get it down so you don't see Dan's head. There you go. There's Dan. Jack Meckel steps in now with 2 outs and a runner on. Meckel grounded out and singled. He is 1 for 2 tonight. See if they try to run again here. Upstairs. Klein tried to frame that up. 1-0.
A little tip of the wrist.
Yeah, I mean, did you see that? I mean, he was slick about it, too. It was a good job.
Don't get off like a wrist.
1-0. Chopper up the middle. Nunez gets eaten up by it. That ball hit a pebble, bounced over his head, and that'll be a base hit. So runners at first and second with 2 outs as that ball just took a nasty hop. I'm just glad it went over his head and not into his eye. As Anthony Cerruti will step in. Cerruti grounded out and struck out tonight, officially 0 for 2. Hammond has gone the whole way. Low for a ball, 4 2/3, 8 hits, 6 runs, 4 of them earned. He's walked 1 and struck out 3. Has thrown 72 pitches tonight. 48 of them have been strikes. And he's 1-0 on Cerruti. There's a hard ground ball to the third baseman. He bobbles it. He turns, fires, and that's an E5. Can't help him on that one. That's one you got to come up with. And this year, Holy Trinity, again, youth is the thing. When you have as many 8th graders and 9th graders, those are things that,
Yes.
that will improve as they get older. Mooney's a sophomore. So now bases are all of a sudden loaded with 2 outs. And Braden Williams, who singled his last time up, is up. There's a hard ground ball. Nunez, though, 2 hands it into the glove, over to first, and Nunez settles the ship and ends the inning. Minutemen leave 3. We're going to the top of 6. 6-5. Yep. Holy Trinity down to their final 6 outs here. As if my scorebook is correct, it'll be R.J. Wright. And then back to the top of the order with Thielen, Mooney, and Nunez set to go here. And apparently I am doing a good job keeping score tonight because R.J. Wright is on his way to the plate. So far in this one, Doherty, the third pitcher of the night. Doherty's gone an inning and a third. He has struck out 4. Doherty has thrown 22 pitches. 15 of those pitches have been for strikes. Here is pitch 23. And that is a strike. Is the 16th strike of the night. Had to wait 30 seconds for it, but we got it. Doherty upstairs, 1-1. JT's, want to thank JT's. Not possible tonight without him. JT Social Bar. Great wings, says Dan. Great wings. Free pull tonight, too. Pitch. That's a strike. Strike 2.
And if I remember hearing you correctly, you said tonight was also happy hour from open to close?
Open to close, happy hour.
I mean, how many places do that, from open to close?
I'm just going to shut up. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Not a lot. I can promise you that.
Right.
And that comes from having, of course, spoken to a lot of people about.
Hey, look, when we're trying to find out about different sponsors, you hear things.
Yes, good one. I'm going to go with that. 6-5 is our score here. As we go back to the top of the order, and Owen Thaler steps in. Thaler. Tonight he has walked, struck out, and popped out. Doherty's first pitch offering to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
This is what pitch for Doherty?
He's not quite at 30 yet.
Okay. That's something to keep in mind in this inning.
Because once he gets to 38, he needs 2 days rest.
Correct.
Right. So as a junior, I would imagine that coach is probably – you see the 3 coaches over there talking. So that's a good point, Caleb, to take him out, to have that arm available against John Carroll on Thursday. 6-5 the pitch. Upstairs, 1-2. I would say he's probably 16, 17 years old.
36. If he gets to
36? 2 days, right?
He's a junior.
Yeah.
So,
swing and a miss, strike 3. And I think the hope here is that he gets through this inning before he gets to 36.
15, 16. Actually, he has to 45.
Okay, so he can go to 45, so he's okay.
Yes. For 45, he only needs 1 day rest.
Right, that would be tomorrow, and then he could come back again on Thursday. If he exceeds that, then he's got to rest Wednesday, Thursday.
Correct.
Right. 6-5 is our score. As Lucas Mooney steps in. Mooney tonight has walked twice and flied out to the center fielder. It's Noble, Kress, and Sermon from left to right. Cerruti, Wilson, Wyman, and Harper from third to first. The pitch is a strike, 1-1.
Okay.
Gant Ramsey behind the plate. Caden Doherty on the bump. Lucas Mooney in the box. Doherty sets, kicks, fires. That is straight gas. I saw a trail of smoke on that one, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Yes, indeed. Strike 3, inning over. Doherty on fire. Back with the bottom of the 6th. Here we go, bottom of the sixth inning, 6-5. What a game we've got going here. As Caden Doherty, what a job he has come on and done. Since he came on, he's just struck out the side and had struck out the side in the last inning with a single squeezed in there. But Doherty just getting it done as we go. Hayden Wilson stepping in. Wilson tonight with a single and a ground out, followed by Garrett Harper and then the aforementioned Caden Doherty. And you know what? Don't forget this, too. At JT's, Wednesday night is trivia night. Starts at 7:15. Thursday is music bingo.
Music bingo.
Yeah, free to play. So make sure you get over there for all these cool events. As the count is 1-2 to Wilson. Here's the pitch from Hammond, who's going the whole way and fouled back and out of play. Hammond has pitched well here tonight. He really has. Save for that third inning, Caleb, in which Cocoa Beach just...
They had their explosive inning.
They sure did. But he has held so far the Minutemen to well under their average per game in terms of runs. Now, you were talking about Merritt Island earlier. My goodness. I think there are a couple of teams that are capable. If Cocoa Beach can hit like we know they can, and that ball is lifted, and great stab by Nunez for out number one. If Cocoa Beach can hit like we know they can, those best 2 out of 3 series. See, the regional quarterfinals is one game this year.
Yep.
The regional semifinals and the regional finals are 2 out of 3. So you get the Harpers and the Dohertys and those arms, and anything can happen. But if Cocoa Beach hits the way we know they're capable of hitting, it would not shock me to see the Minutemen in the Final Four. It just wouldn't.
No.
Now, I expect to see Merritt Island battling for the Final Four.
Yes.
I expect to see Vieira playing deep as well. Melbourne. I think Melbourne's got one of the best teams. Chopper to the second baseman. He hauls it in over to first. 2 outs. Nice play there by Wright to stay with that. But Melbourne with Gabriel Gonzalez. I mean, Gonzalez, you know, I felt bad last week when we had all those rainouts because it cost Gonzalez an opportunity to build on his stolen base total. Right now, Gonzalez has 32 stolen bases. The county record is 40 by Kevin Verpale in 1999. So he's 8 away from that. Here's the pitch. So the last person in the county to steal that many bases or more was Diamez Ross for O'Galley, who stole 37 his senior year for the Commodores. But that's a check swing strike. He went. Yep. So, but I'd like to see Gonzalez break Verpale's record.
Yes.
Because he's just a really fun ball player to watch. And if we can get a sponsor for that Thursday night Melbourne game, I'm assuming it'll be Melbourne and Vieira. I don't know who won those games. But that will be yet another district championship showdown between those two teams.
I know Vieira played the earlier game.
Yeah, they had the early game tonight.
And they played Osceola.
3 balls and 1 strike here to Caden Doherty. Here's the pitch. Doherty will look. Or I guess now, I guess now it's 3-1. Three and 1. Now it's full.
And yes, Vieira beat Osceola 4-2.
Okay. Melbourne's playing the lowest seed in the bracket, which is Bayside. The 3-2 should win that game. No disrespect to Bayside. So it should be Melbourne and Vieira. Curveball, strike three, froze him up. And if that's it for Hammond, the young man has done a terrific job here tonight, and he deserves to be high-fived by his team. Phenomenal job by him. We go to the top of inning number 7. Cocoa Beach with a chance to advance to the district championship against John Carroll Thursday. We'll be back. It will be Caden Doherty to finish off what he has started tonight. And the interesting thing here is, can Doherty get this done? No, he ain't going to get this done in 2 pitches.
No. Nope.
So Doherty has thrown 34 pitches, miraculously 24 of them for strikes. That's crazy.
He remember, Doherty has up until
45.
Yes, 45.
All right, so 45. So Doherty tonight, 2 1/3 innings. He has allowed no hits, no runs. He has struck out 7. Cerruti went 3 innings, 1 run. It was earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Kress, 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk. And for Hammond, with just an outstanding performance tonight. Hammond went 6 innings, gave up 8 hits, 6 runs, 4 of them earned, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts tonight. That young man threw 87 pitches. That's pretty good against a team like Cocoa Beach. 59 of them were for strikes. The line score, 4 in the first for Holy Trinity, 1 in the fourth. They have 5 runs on 3 hits and 4 errors. Cocoa Beach, 1 in the first, 5 in the third, and they lead it 6-5, 6-8, and 2 is their line score. And it comes down for the season for the young Holy Trinity Tigers under Coach Branca, and you know they're going to be back as Ethan Nunez will lead off. And Ethan was hit by a pitch. He has flied out, and he has singled. 6-5 is our score. And Doherty knows that with 3 outs comes the opportunity to dethrone the district champs on Thursday at 6 o'clock. We'll be right back here on Brevard Sports Network with it. Now, should things get crazy, and let's say Holy Trinity comes back to win, we will take Mr. JT and go do the championship over in 6A because we're not traveling down to John Carroll to do John Carroll.
No.
And Holy Trinity. You just can't do it. 6-5. There is activity in the Holy Trinity bullpen. And that's inside. And the count is 1 ball and 1 strike here. JT's pitch. We got activity behind us. Who is that warming up? Who is that behind us? Number 22. That's Jack Meckel still warming. He's throwing. And, you know, Kelly might be right. I mean, he gets to pitch 44. He may come out. There's a hard ground ball and backhanded. Long throw. He's not going to get him. Didn't even try to make the throw. Nunez leads off with a base hit, and here we go. You got the leadoff runner on now with Noah Thatcher up. Thatcher's problem is he has struck out the last 2 times up, once looking, once swinging, and I don't see anything other than a bunt coming here. Yeah, I can't imagine there would be anything other than a bunt coming here. You've got to get that runner to second base.
You can kind of see it too. That Thatcher kind of like testing the hand grip on where he.
Now, here's the thing that bothers me about high school and youth baseball today. It just, and we have 2 great coaches here, so I'm sure these teams are going to bunt well, but you just don't see good bunting anymore.
No.
Doherty, runner's going, and foul ball. So Nunez at first. You got a strike, got an early strike here. Now, he didn't show bunt on that one.
No.
Now, if you're Johnson, do you throw a pitch out here to Ramsey and take a shot? Do you throw a pitch out here? I think I'd pitch out right here. Nice move by Doherty, keeping the runner close. Secret's out now. He's going, right? We know that. It's just when is he going to take another shot at it? Meckel's ready to go if needed. Doherty looks in, takes a peek over at the runner. Time in the box by Thatcher. We got good old-fashioned drama here. Nobody out.
But to what I was saying during the break, I think it depends on situation.
Here's a pitch, and he's swinging away, so no bunt attempt here. 0-2 now. So there won't be a bunt here. That's okay. Maybe he's not a bunter. Doherty to Nunez. Got him lunging again, and he can't go to first because it's occupied. And for the 3rd time tonight, Thatcher becomes a strikeout victim, and that's going to bring up Cash Janke, who struck out looking, struck out swinging, and walked. So he is officially 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. And just a little perplexed over the trying to advance the runner thing again. The umpire was pretty emphatic on that safe call. As Doherty takes a throw over.
He's at 40.
He's got 4 pitches left because that'll be a pitch behind. But here it comes. You got anxiousness up there. That's a pitch I think you gotta take one. I think you definitely got to take. If you're not bunting in this situation, you have to take a pitch. At least that would be my approach as a hitter. I'm taking a pitch. I'm going to look at a pitch. I'm going to make him throw me a strike.
Yep.
Doherty 0-1. Runner goes. Here's the pitch. Ground ball down to third. Up and over to first. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, and that's 2 outs now. But the tying run is at second base, and the man that made it happen back in the 1st inning when he emptied the bases is at the plate. And we are going to get Jack Meckel. Good call, Caleb. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh.
Nah, I think he's going to let him finish. But he certainly fooled us by going out there, didn't he?
You know what? Or maybe even he goes out to give him the choice.
Well, I think no. I think what they're discussing here. I know what they're discussing here is first base is open. You got a guy up in the 1st inning that punished you with bases loaded, right? You got a guy on second base. Here's the thing. You already know he can put the ball in a gap, right? Let's not give him anything close to hit. Let's make sure we don't give him anything to hit. because if he ends up at first base with 2 outs, no harm, no foul. You got a strike thrower on the mound, right? So let's just not put anything in his wheelhouse. And if you're telling your infielders, we don't even just get the out.
Yep.
All right, and that's what Brian Johnson's out there telling his guys. And if you're Caden Doherty right now, you're throwing nothing but heat right down Broadway here to get strike one, pitch by pitch. Whew, nearly got away, and that's 1-0. Like I said, there is no harm, no foul here if he gets on. Now, Doherty did strike him out the last time he was up. He's got strike one. Oh, inside, the umpire says 2-0. The other thing by him reaching first base is now you got a force everywhere but home. So it's 2-0. Base hit will likely tie this game. The fielders are in, or the outfielders are playing shallow. Here's the pitch. Curveball in the dirt, 3-0. Doherty will walk off the back of the mound here. Cocoa Beach 1 out away from advancing to the district championship to play John Carroll. It's 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Right down A1A, and it's 3-1.
Yeah. 27?
3-1, Doherty. To Williams. Here comes. Curveball. Strike 2, and this is the 3-2 pitch as Doherty takes a peek down, says a quick little pitching prayer. Looks in to get the sign. He gets it from Ramsey. Doherty takes a peek back, kicks, fires. Strike 3, and the Cocoa Beach Minutemen have advanced to the district championship as Doherty comes back to strike out Aiden Williams. And it wasn't easy. These two teams played twice this year, and both were 1-run games. And John Carroll and Cocoa Beach Thursday night right here. Coach Brian Johnson and his team with an opportunity to win a district championship again. And I think Coach Johnson did that a couple of years ago in his first year. I have to go back and look, but look for the preview on Thursday. And again, we just cannot say enough about JT, Social Bar, Cocoa Beach. Get on over there. Caleb, final thoughts.
Great game. And look, again, I want to give another big shout out to Hammond, the man who took the mound for Cocoa Beach, or for Holy Trinity tonight. He has nothing to hang his head.
Absolutely not. He had a great night tonight. If you're looking for a player of the game tonight, it's going to be Caden Doherty.
Yep.
Doherty tonight, 2 for 4, 3 RBIs, 1 run scored, and on the mound tonight, he was outstanding. 3 1/3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 9 strikeouts. Doherty threw 49 pitches, 35 of them were strikes, Caleb. Ooh. And we cannot wait to be back here again on Thursday night. JT Social Bar in Cocoa Beach, the sponsor. And so for Caleb Brown, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski. This has been a presentation of the Brevard Sports Network. Well, let's wait it here as the seniors are going to run the bases here. And so, yeah, let's pay them their homage as they come around the bases here tonight. Meckel, Cromash, and who was the third one they mentioned? Come on over, Coach, real quick. Let's get you on here before you go talk to the team. Coach, come on in, turn that camera around so he
All
can
right.
take it. Yeah, he can see us. You in? All right, here with Coach Brian. Coach, good win tonight. Parker struggled coming out early, but you got arms and bats. Assess this one tonight.
Man, obviously we wanted Crest to give us some length there, but he ran into some hiccups early, and you just passed the torch, and Trinity came in and did a good job, and then had to go to Doherty, who's been nails for us all year.
Caden tonight, our player of the game. He had 3 RBIs in this one, and Coach will be facing John Carroll on Thursday. I don't know what you know about them, but what's the plan going into Thursday?
Compete. I mean, just go up there, have good at bats, compete on the mound, and play defense. You know, that's all we can do.
Coach, based on your experience, in baseball, what do you tell your guys coming to this time of the year? What's the message? Obviously, everybody wants to be champions, right? I get that. But what is the message? How do you get to that point?
All the hard work we did in the fall, the winter, and all of the spring. This is the start. This season starts today. Yeah. For me, the message is the season starts today, because a lot of people look at it as the season's winding down. I can't believe it's almost over. No, change your mindset. The season starts today. Don't count the days. Make the days count.
Well, Coach, you went to school here. It's got to feel good to take your alma mater to these types of heights, back playing for another district championship. Congratulations, and we will be right back here. Can you send us Caden Doherty? All right, we're going to talk to Caden Doherty here in a minute. Let's get Caden in here. So we're going to get – come on around, Caden. Come on around here. Yeah, come on in. You're going to jump in that picture right here. And we're here with our JT Social Bar player of the game tonight, Caden Doherty. Caden, outstanding job out there on the bump tonight. 9 strikeouts at the plate, 3 RBIs. So you had to come in, and I bail your team out's not the right word on the mound, but there were some issues with control. What was your approach tonight?
Just fill up the zone, man. That's all you really got to do. Just help my team out, and
Fill up that zone.
Yep.
At the plate, great job at the plate tonight. You guys went down 4-0, but I don't think you guys were worried. I mean, look, you 25 combined scored runs the last time you played them. What was the message in the dugout when you guys got down 4-0?
Just kind of simplify, scrap away.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah. Dude, I got to ask, man, because, we're going to be giving away Players of the Year. I'm going to add Mustache of the Year, and you're going to get that award. How do you keep that thing like that, man?
Just gotta keep it on, man.
There you go. The stash. I call him the stash, my man Caden Doherty. I appreciate you, brother. All right, that'll wrap it up. We're going to get out of here. And for Caden Doherty, Brian Johnson, Caleb Brown, I'm Alan Slaughterzinski for the Brevard Sports Network. Have a great